Drinking water nearby.
Which? Oops. Okay. If anybody does like comics, I wasn't a big. I've never considered myself a huge comic person, but I decided to get DC Universe subscription. Oh my goodness, that thing's amazing. I read. They have thousands of comics on there. They have all their TV shows. Yeah, I've been reading quite a few of them. My favorite one so far has been Batgirl, and the old original Batman and Superman Detective Comic ones. They have them back in the 30s. They have the original Batman's, the original Detective Comics back.
Click it into place.
For Halloween, I think they did, was it 15 days of Halloween? Oh, you're friendly. And then they did 12 days of Christmas. And
I can't hit what I can't see.
they would highlight these like comics from their past. One of them was Batman versus Dracula,
We got every last one.
which was pretty cool. It's nothing like the cartoon. The cartoon is a little different.
Friendly control point detected.
He goes to Transylvania because his fiance is he realizes underneath the call of the vampire, and he really quickly, as soon as he gets there, he quickly realizes that it's Dracula. So he finds out where he lives. He goes down and he stabs him with a stake. It was kind of cool because apparently it was one of the first supernatural Batman stories that helped kind of celebrate the holidays, Halloween and so forth. And I think it was the first. I think they said it was the first time that they had ever had the Batwing as well. I think it was the first appearance of the Batwing and remote control Batarang. Then for Christmas, they did 12 Days of Christmas, which was pretty cool as well. And most of the stories, they revolved around people helping each other. Let's see. One of the ones that was really cool was a Superman comic from the 80s, where he's got a new job, and it's his last day at the Daily Planet. Everybody's saying goodbye to him, and while he's traveling the halls, he hears crying, and he realizes it's one of the people that works at the Daily Planet. Well, when they question her and ask her what's going on, they find out that she's been living at the Daily Planet for like the last year because she's homeless. She doesn't have enough money to pay for an apartment. She ended up becoming homeless after she took care of her mother, who's since passed away, and she's just kind of had a lot of down on the luck type of deal, which people can relate to. And she's really embarrassed about it, but instead of having her get embarrassed about it, everybody at the Daily Planet comes together and they decide that they're going to help her out, and Perry tells her she can live with him until they get her back on her feet, and he's going to find a way to give her a pay raise, because nobody should be homeless and everybody deserves a living wage. And it's really interesting that they did this comic back in like the mid to late 80s, and I feel like it's as relatable today as it was back then. It was pretty cool. I honestly do suggest reading it. It was pretty awesome. Another one they did was they highlighted episodes and cartoons. And one of the episodes and cartoons they highlighted.
Device detected.
Is that around here? Was Shock. It's from the TV series. I think it's his name, Shock. There's this weird freeze storm going on, and out of the clear blue, it just kind of appears, and they don't know what happened, why it's all of a sudden appeared. Can I jump over that? Maybe? Okay. And a little girl comes up asking him for money or something. He says, "I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Friendly control
He
point
has too much
nearby.
to do." Well, the next time it appears, this freak snowstorm appears, he realizes, he sees the little girl again, and he realizes she must be connected. And as he starts investigating, he realizes that the girl is a down on the luck person as well, who's a metahuman, and she's homeless. She lost her mom as well, and her dad walked out on her. So she's been homeless ever since. And when she got her power, she thought things would change, but they made it worse because she's kind of like Elsa. She's extremely cold all the time. She creates these massive storms with her abilities that she doesn't really mean to do. And during his investigation, Shock takes a picture to help find her. Well, this picture he takes of her is the last picture of her and her mom. And she gets really upset because she wants, that's the only thing she has left. So she decides to attack him in a full-on battle, and he doesn't realize at first it's because of the picture. But as they battle, he realizes that, you know, she's looking for what was hers, and he apologizes that he never meant to take it, gives it back to her, and then the church and them come together to help her out. And it was just, it's really cool. Like, they really did, there was like a couple of really dark comics that are like, didn't really, like A Night with a Joker. That was a kind of creepy comic. But no, it was pretty cool for the most part. It was just, it helps you get in the Christmas spirit when you're reading comics or something and watching shows where it's all about helping people. It has nothing to do with the gift. That's pretty cool. And then jumping back to the Halloween ones, they ended up finding out that a few different people I liked, like Dead Man. I'd never heard of Dead Man before, and he was one of the ones they highlighted, and I think it was the 15 Days of Halloween. Dead Man, if you don't know, is a superhero who, his ability is he can possess people.
Keep your eyes peeled and ears open. There's a strong outcast presence in the area, and a community that needs your help.
Okay. Not a lot of comics revolving him, but he's definitely one of my favorite characters now. I read, I think, three of the comics sequences that he has. The newer one and the second newer one, the one that was done like the late 80s. It was pretty good. I honestly enjoyed it. Then they did a House of Mystery thing. The House of Mystery and the House of something else. I can't think of it. But it's a bunch of short. Oh heck! It's a bunch of short stories by authors. So it's kind of like a digest. Oh, let's get out of this place. It's a digest of sorts, but little ghost stories instead. So you can read it as you go. One of the there's two versions. There's House of Mystery and House of something else. And one of them, the person who tells you everything that's going on is Cain. And in the other one, it's Abel.